Your state, your home, your voice. Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It is 8:38. We're back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Coming up in our Need to Know Things, well, if you're looking for a date for the prom and you enjoy eating at Chick-fil-A, I just might have something for you. We'll talk about that and our other Need to Know Things that are coming up a little bit later on in the 8:30 half hour of Jersey Central. Want to welcome in my next guest who is standing by on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline. Coming up on April 15th, he will be inducted into the New Jersey High School Hockey Hall of Fame, which is in West Orange, and he's got an incredible story, and it's a story of survivorship and just not only love for the game of hockey, but really for love of family as well. And I want to welcome in my guest, Peter Lanigan, who is with us here on WCTC. Peter, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you today?
Bert, I'm excellent. Thanks for asking.
Good to speak with you, and congratulations on the upcoming Hall of Fame induction. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. But hockey has been your life and family and coaching young people in sports, but you overcame the odds by beating cancer. Can you share your story, Peter? Was this a rare type of cancer you were diagnosed with?
It's so rare that every time I go online to figure out what it is or ask the doctors, they seem to give me a runaround on what it is, and I seem to be an experiment. But it's called olfactory neuroblastoma, and I was diagnosed after a visit to a local ENT here in northern New Jersey. She thought I had some polyps in my nose and was going to remove those, and during that little outpatient surgery, she kind of stopped and said, "We've seen something here, and we're going to stop. We'll get the biopsy results." And quite frankly, I'm so naive and gullible, I didn't think there was anything to it. Waited about 2 weeks for the diagnosis, and she came back and she said, I was pretty light on that day. I was, happy-go-lucky, and she said, "Hey, Peter, we got the results of the test. You have what's known as olfactory neuroblastoma." We said, "Okay, so what does that mean?" And, it means I'm going to recommend you to some guys in Mount Sinai, and they're pretty much experts in this, and so forth. And it took me a day, this is how naive I was, to realize that was cancer. Cancer's never really affected anyone in my life. And we went from there, and it was a quick procedure as far as from that time. I think that was around May 4th or 5th that I was in surgery. They said the best way to treat it was surgery, and then followed by radiation. So
up until this point, Peter, a pretty active guy. I see you were doing a lot of stuff with hockey and coaching and playing a lot of golf, and you were an active guy from Jersey up until this point, right?
Sure. Well, during the winter months, I typically have a cold from crazy hours, from coaching, from reffing, and so I literally spent the winter months of last year, that 16 into 17, with a cold. And, I really figured it's about time to have someone look at this seriously, and that's where we went.
Yeah, you probably thought it was those 11 o'clock games at Menon Arena in South Mountain that were just kind of catching up to you, right?
Absolutely.
Man, is this something that you're going to have to be monitored for the next several years of your life, Peter?
Well, yes. They first off, I went into the doctor the other day, and he said, "Well, you look good. You have a unique nose. That's where it was. The senses in my smell and so forth." So he said, "Yeah, we're going to look at you every 3 to 6 months, and we'll have you checked out. But you look good." So I guess that means I'm cancer-free. I deny that I even had cancer, but that's not really a reality.
Gotcha. What you've meant for hockey here in New Jersey, with your coaching, instructing, you've been an official. You've also done some work for the National Hockey League, too, over the years, Peter?
Sure. I'm currently an off-ice official for the NHL, primarily at Devils games, but I've been over to the Rangers and the Islanders at times. But I'm what's known as the TV timeout guy, or the timeout coordinator, so I make sure everyone gets paid.
You're the guy.
penalty box.
You're the guy that puts the little red light on when it's time for a
I
commercial?
am what's known as the red light guy or the red cap guy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's me.
I will think of you the next time I go to a Devil game. I wonder if Peter is down there turning the light on or off. Very cool.
I'll be there tonight. Visitors penalty box. I get a little airtime sometimes, and sometimes I think it's about me, but I guess it's really about the professionals.
Well, that is awesome. Talk about what it is to be a coach and a mentor and an instructor of hockey. I love when young people get involved in sports, and hockey is my favorite sport, too. To see young people continue to play hockey, it's such a great thing to see, isn't it?
It really is, and hockey is one of those sports that you can do or play throughout your life at all different levels. I referee guys over at Chelsea Piers in New York who are 50, 60, almost even 70.
Wow.
But some of them are even picking up the game later on in life because they just have that love and passion, and it's interesting to see because it's not an easy game to play, number one, but the passion that people exhibit when they're playing is kind of fun. But I'm an assistant over at Pequannock High School in northern New Jersey, and I've been over here for about 5 years. Before that, I've been head coaches at various parts of northern New Jersey here.
Well, good for you. You obviously meet a lot of people, mean a lot to several people, Peter, over the years, for the impact you've had for families, for kids that are playing sports, your work with the pros, and just kind of being there for the community. And I'm sure a lot of people are relieved that you're going to be around for a long time. So that's really awesome. But when you got word about the New Jersey High School Hockey Hall of Fame and you were going to be inducted, talk about what that was like. How'd you find out about that?
Well, I actually found out a friend of mine who I had nominated called me up, and he said, "Hey, Peter, I was just given word. I haven't told anyone. I was going to be inducted into the High School Hall of Fame." And I was like, "Oh, that's so great!" And I had not heard anything. And it wasn't until about a week or two later, someone sent me an email and said, "Hey, congratulations." I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" He goes, yeah, you're inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. I read about it somewhere in Hockey Night in Boston magazine.
Wow. Or
online. And I was totally shocked, totally surprised, totally honored. And then I started to thinking, in my sort of way, well, at least they probably thought I was going to die, or they want me to retire, or something like that.
No. Don't look at it that way. I'm in the radio. I'm in the Radio Hall of Fame. They put me in at 48 because they said, "Bert, we want to put you in now so that you can have several years to enjoy being a Hall of Famer." So this is for you too, Peter. So right.
Well, that's a great way to look at it. Yeah, absolutely.
That's exactly it. As we wrap up, avid golfer too. You have a favorite course in Jersey you like to play?
I play the public courses in Morris County. I used to play the Knoll West in Parsippany. To me, it's not necessarily the course, but the camaraderie.
Yeah, that's it.
I play with a bunch of guys, and that's really what it's about, having fun and not getting mad at the ball, because it's not the ball's fault.
You're right. Chester's a real good one in Morris County, and there's a new one in Long Valley that just opened a couple years ago. That's a good course too, right?
I believe so, yes.
Good
I didn't think I knew what you're talking about.
Well, wonderful stuff. Well, Peter Lanigan, it was great to speak with you, and congratulations on this great honor. This will be April 15th. This is at South Mountain Arena. It's Dick Cody Arena now, they call it, right?
Well, it is Dick Cody. They're actually doing the celebration at Mayfair Farms in West Orange.
Oh, nice. Very good. Well,
sure.
Congratulations to you, and enjoy the moment. People walk up and congratulate you. Don't let it get old, Peter. It's a special thing that you put a lot of time and effort in this, and really enjoy it, and enjoy your life too, all right?
Bert, I will take that advice, and you're right. I feel it's quite an honor. Thank you.
It is. Absolutely is. Peter Lanigan, great to speak with you today, and congratulations again on the induction in the Hall of Fame, all right?
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right. Peter Lanigan, my guest here on